Supplemental list, item number 1.
May please, your lordships. Lord, item 1, the petitioner is a ST person. Sadha Oram is a scheduled tribe person. His land was acquired by the state, but a compensation has not been paid till date. I had filed a writ petition, WPC number 166203 of 2015. Now, that writ petition was withdrawn on 16/11/2021, Annexure 6. In that, it was withdrawn with the liberty to file a fresh representation before the authorities. I filed a representation vide Annexure 7. Subsequent to that representation, the additional district magistrate Sundargarh sought a report from the Tahsildar vide Annexure 8 on 29/1/2022. My lord, if your lordship may see, page number 47, this report was sought and it had to be filed within 7 days positively for taking further necessary actions. After 19 months, the Tahsildar sent a reply by Annexure 9 saying we don't have any documents, so we cannot provide any report.
Yes.
In the meantime, I have made several reminders, sent several reminders. My lord, my right actually comes from this Honorable Court's judgment dated 20th November 1987 by Annexure 1. My lord, what has happened is my land was acquired, my ancestors' land was acquired by the ex-ruler of Gangapur.
No, what are you doing since long?
My lord,
We are in 2025.
but I had approached the authorities
That is not
for a long time.
that you are when the land was acquired.
My lord, the land was actually
And
on 19...
why they will preserve all those documents after so many years? It is 1972 or
1976.
yes.
1976 they started construction, but 1975 they have granted me permission to sell the land under regulation 2 of 1956, and subsequently they said
Now
that
there is no documentary proof with us that any of your land has been utilized for any purpose.
it has been utilized for
How can we know? How this court will be convinced that your land has been utilized?
it is admitted.
Where is the material? No question of admission. Where is the documentary proof that your land has been acquired? And after so many years,
see the order of this Honorable Court.
Where is the order dated 20th November 1987 passed by this court?
My lord, Annexure 1.
87 order.
87 orders.
You are right, flows from there to you. So 87 today we are 2025 and
My lord, there have been
acquisition is in 1972.
Well, there have been several representations.
Oh, unilateral representation will not, kept on giving representation for 3, 4 decades.
If your lordship may see the order dated 20th November 1987. Page number 25 is the operative portion, para number 5.
Yes.
While declining to interview with the impugned order, that was filed because the land was settled in the name of state by the assistant settlement officer and rejected by the appellate authority. So this Honorable Court declined to interfere with that recording, but however, we cannot lose sight of the fact.
How are you related to Kalia Oram?
My lord, he is my father. And
father.
Again.
No.
We come from...
Your father is late Sukha Oram.
There are some persons who filed that OJC. You have not filed, nor your father.
Well, he's my ancestor. We come from Chamri Oram. And he is one of my uncles actually.
No. Serious delay and laches on your part.
My lord,
the petitioner has filed this petition.
My lord, if your lordship may see, there's a judgment of this of the Honorable Supreme Court where the Honorable Supreme Court held that delay and laches This would be a ground to extinguish my rights.
interest. It appears that the land was acquired way back in 1973. But there is no documentary proof that the land of the petitioner has been acquired. And this court entertained a writ petition at the instance of some persons by OGC number 1813 of 1980 and by order dated 20/11/1987. While not inclining to give any to interfere with the impugned orders, observe that if the petitioners in that writ petition have not been paid with the compensation amount, the same shall be paid to them. Thereafter,
No, it is said that if they have a legitimate claim, they should approach the appropriate
if the petitioners have any legitimate claim to get the compensation for acquisition of the land, petitioners of that writ petition, they can approach the appropriate authority for that purpose. It appears that the petitioner S.K.Sahoo Hon'Ble approached this court for similar relief in WPC number 16603 of 2015, which was disposed of as withdrawn. Again, this writ petition has been filed and it is stated that the petitioner was submitting representation after representation before the authorities concerned and he is getting no response. That is how the delay has caused. Put all those decisions on delay and latches, and in view of the gross delay and latches and available in absence of any material that any land of the petitioner, as mentioned in the writ petition, has been acquired for such and such purpose, we are not inclined
My lord,
to
if
grant
I
any
may show one judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court.
Yes, yes,
Your
next.
Lordship may permit.
Item
There's
number,
one judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court.
give it to the report. Yes, item number 2.
My lord, here it has been stated that delay
Item
and
number 2 is
latches
same.
extinguish my right to.
Item number 2 is same. Yes, next.
Item 3.
Wait, please, Your Lordship.
Yeah.
But if Your Lordship kindly turn to.
You're in item
No,
2.
the page 67.
Item 3.
3.
Page 67.
Item 2.
2 is argument 2.
One, Your Lordship.
Yes, item 2.
2. Your Lordship called 2, I think.
Yes. Yes, item 2.
Well, this order has been passed on 18 December 24 in pursuance to the direction of the Honorable High Court, which is at page 66, the operative portion. Page 66.
Yes.
As agreed by the counsel of the parties after going through the records, this court, without expressing any opinion on the merit of the case, disposed of the writ application, directing opposite parties of 3 to consider and dispose of the representation, filed an except 15, pass appropriate order. In the earlier order, this Honorable Court directed the use, find out plots. Actually, this is a small restaurant to be constructed. It's not hotel for which IDCO permission is necessary and all those things. But he is a person, is a graduate. He wants to set up his own hotel for the purpose of maintaining himself. 94 is trying. Collector recommended. Director of Industry recommended. Everything was done. Eventually, they say it is within the CRZ zone, that land which was selected originally. Therefore, it cannot be rented.
But what right do you have to claim? What is the right you are enforcing?
So the question is, it was allotted in my favor, a piece of land that was eventually rejected when the CRJ came into operation.
Yes.
So the Honorable Court thought that this should be given an alternative site because that was recommended in my name. I was found to be suitable for allotment. That right is still. It's not that I am somebody, Tom, Dick, and Harry, and came and approached. So I was selected by the Director of Industries that yes, this person can be given a piece of land, and I was allotted. That was cancelled for the technical reason.
Where is the allotment?
Yes, but if you kindly have a look at, I have filed the document for earlier order. Kindly turn to page 30, madam.
30, allotment letter.
30, madam. This is a district, that district industry center Puri. In continuation of the office letter 29/10/94, subsequent representation is Mahapatra.
He only recommended,
Yes, it has been
not
recommended.
allotted.
No, it was
Where is the allotment letter?
Alright. Keeping in view the facts and with request the allotment of the patch on long-term basis, established so and so. So this is one of the recommendations. The next, if you also looks at page 34, Annex 8. Annex 8, page 34, I am directed to say that here the Balu lease case number 9/94 duly recommended by the collector Puri for consideration for sanction of lease in favor of Sudhanshu Bhushan Mahapatra of College Road. So it was recommended, in fact. Eventually, due to technical reasons, CRZ comes within the CRZ zone.
Unless you have a right, how will you enforce by a writ petition?
Sir, I am not seeking any right to be enforced, my lord. With due respect, my lord. I am selected. I said that you give me a piece of land. High Court said you give suggestion. I have given 2 places. They say the RI report says it is available. Collector says it's not available. But if the RI, we have to go with the RI report. What I beg to submit, he has to sustain himself. So last 30 years he is fighting for sustenance.
Now, Mr. Mishra, in Puri, recently, this has been done that the government has passed the order that no lease will be granted. Even for judiciary, the problem is there. We are proposing to construct some for the staff, etc., and they have stated like
Not getting land.
not getting it in land.
Your Lordship is absolutely correct. They say that no, this should be granted. But Your Lordship, if Your Lordship goes to that hotel area which has been constructed and buildings are coming up, all the government property which has been leased has been granted.
This has already been done. That means what you are telling that recently this is the thing. State of
And
affairs.
there are a lot of resumption cases. Lease granted, started resuming.
Yes.
Lot of resumption cases are also coming.
So
Because-
those are not the, sir, actually, if Your Lordship has gone to that Taj Hotel and that, what's called? No hotel, I would tell you.
No, but you are not Taj, you are Sudhanshu Mahapatra.
Sir, question is not that. Question is, I need a 10/10 or 20/20 piece of land. Not that I'm not taking any.
I told you that this is not available totally. That is the
Yes, you know,
client's reply that they have
sir,
stated.
kindly turn
Everything
to
is packed.
page. kindly
If
turn to
the
page
government
70.
considers, we have no problem, but no mandamus could be issued. That is
No,
the-
I'm not seeking mandamus. Let me clarify myself. Page 72, Lordship, kindly see. Page 72.
Now, they have stated that the land which was proposed by you,
Yes.
that is not a leasable in nature.
No,
The impugned order to the collector's order,
yes.
in page number 69, you see from the above, it is found that the land as proposed by the petitioner is not leasable in nature.
So that exactly the point I wanted to put. That finding is not correct. The reason being, let me clarify. He is basing on the report of the RI, which it is available to be granted lease. Therefore, it is not leasable. But a hotel, which is an abandoned hotel, now it doesn't function. within the boundary of which a government piece of land which you have given is there. There is boundary that we cannot give, not reasonable. But it is the unauthorized occupation.
And they have stated that you can apply
It
before
goes
the
to IDCO.
IDCO.
That is exactly my point. But I am not setting up a hotel of big mansion. It's a restaurant. Only 10 by 10, 15 by 15 piece of land will do good for the restaurant. I am not going to set up a big hotel. It is not that I will have residential and all the restaurant, everything will be there. It's a small piece of land.
You just obtain the instruction.
If can you provide them an alternate something?
Small piece of land.
I'm saying that the industrial unit for industrial unit.
No,
local
no.
industry.
Say
That's
industry.
why they are.
What is that?
order
What is that wording you are telling? You are
Industrial-
telling very small thing, but written in your
Small thing, in fact. I have,
where have you stated?
sir, at the beginning itself, we said, I'll
No,
set up
that's
a
all
small,
right, but
not that hotel of Mayfair or.
Page 61, that is the setup on industrial unit.
Sir, industrial unit, any hotel comes from the industrial unit.
no, it's all right. Mr. just show it so that
Yes.
if you want a small piece of land for any something like that.
I'll show my, I have selected a piece of land of 1 decimal only. 1 decimal.
No, that land,
Yes.
that 1 decimal.
I just want 1 decimal. I have indicated.
Then we will record it's only.
Yes, we have to record 1 decimal of land.
All right, this writ petition has been filed by the petitioner Sudhanshu Bhushan Mahapatra with a prayer so and so so and so. Mr. Mishra and senior advocate during course of hearing that the petitioner is trying his level best for years together to get a one this for opening out.
Yes.
What you want?
Hotel.
Hotel 1 decimal 1 decimal कौन करेगा?
Sir, restaurant, hotel.
Restaurant.
For a
Restaurant type of thing.
which is not provided to him, though several recommendations were made in favor of the petitioner earlier in respect of other land which was not given to the petitioner. And ultimately the order has been passed on 17 by the Collector Puri that the land as proposed by the petitioner is not leasable in nature, and the petitioner was advised to apply for lease of government land, if any, before the appropriate authority, that is IDCO, for the purpose. Land Council submits that in view of the
Schedule of property saying that the 1 mic. That
What?
page 62.
no, you just the submission. you are
He's
taking.
confining to one.
Only 1 decimal
1 mic.
in view of the
Type
Uh,
mistake into.
land, which is and the purpose, the necessity of applying to the appropriate authority.
0.9.
Is not at all necessary. At all. Let the land council for the state obtain this instruction. This respect, set up this matter. Yes.
Item 3.
But let's see, observe that,
Yes. 1 decimal restaurant purpose in Puri town.
Right.
Right.
let's say keeping the matter pending for instruction.
Yes, sir. We are keeping it after summer vacation.
Yeah.
He has to obtain the instruction.
Sir,
Item 3.
May I please my notes? Notes, item 3 is covered matter notes, covered by your lot 6 order. I have the corrective.
28A.
Yes, ma'am.
Attention supervision to dispose of. Next.
Item 4.
Item 4 and caveat, find and caveat on behalf of MC, lots of allow ask. Copy, madam.
Yeah, they have apprehended that they have.
Have you given a copy?
No.
Then let a copy of the writ petition be provided to the Learning Council for the cavator foot of this matter after summer vacation. Yes.
My lord, in the meantime, what happened is they are going to demolish the,
Yes, next.
Item 5.
at least feel the
No,
land
no.
listing protection maybe
without going.
Because
So similar
First
interpretation has
provide-
already been dismissed.
Next, item number 5.
Clocking at fixed.
After summer vacation, the date will be, you can know it in the evening hours from the High Court website. Yes, item number 5.
So there are allegation with the non-consideration of my grievance petition by the Tahsildar, my lord, the competent authority of land acquisition for National Highway Road.
That, what is your
My lord,
grievance?
my stand is, though recorded in the name of opposite parties, my father has purchased in the year 1977. To that effect, no deed has been executed, my lord. But since 1977, my father was living there by constructing residential house. And after my father, we are also living there. During survey, my lord, by the authorities, our possession has been marked and the valuation of the building has been calculated, my lord. That is at Annexure 3, my lord, page 16, my lord. On that basis, I have prayed to award some compensation amount in our favor, my lord. But that has not been done. Neither the representation has been forwarded to the referral authority.
The land stands recorded not
No, no.
in your name.
No, my lord.
Then how will you get compensation?
My lord, I am in possession, my lord, of my building. That is the.
So suppose you are in unauthorized occupation of a piece of
That
land
can only be
and the
attributed-
land belongs to Mr. X. So if that X land is acquired, so X will get the compensation. Why you?
My lord, it is my.
See,
building
you are
and
the
I
son, you are the son of Raj Kishore Sahu.
Sahu, my lord.
Even in the name of your father, the land is not there.
My lord, my father has made a representation. That is Annexure 2,
Representation
my
will
lord.
not decide.
During lifetime of father, after acquisition, my father had made a representation before the Tahsildar.
Oh.
If it can be referred to referral court, my lord, there I.
How it will be? Suppose, let us say, you have any kind of right. Suppose that man in whose name the land is there, he had sold you or something like that. Then you can say this LDD is with me. He has sold the land, but the compensation amount has been taken by him. So decided. The matter can be referred that who able to get the compensation under section 64. But in this case, you have no right at all.
National Highway Act.
National Highway Act, section 3(5), it says
4, man.
Ah.
4.
3G,
3H4, man.
that arbitrator has to decide.
That is as regard to quantum, man.
Yes.
But here, as regard to persons who are
Ah.
able, if any dispute arise, he has to refer the matter to the referral court.
What is the provision?
3H4, man.
3H4. If the dispute arises, right, apportionment amount. How do you say that you are entitled to any part of the amount?
Second line, man. Thereof, to any person. to whom
Semblance
the-
of right.
Apportionment of amount ରେ ଆପଣ କେମିତି ହବ ଯେ ସେ ରେଫର କରିବେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ରେଫର କରିବାକୁ ତ ପୁଣି ଗୋଟେ ବେସିସ୍ ଦରକାର XYZ ଯିଏ ନାହିଁ ଆସିବ
ଗୋଟେ representation ଦେଇଦେଲେ ହେଇଗଲା ନା?
representation ଆମ ରେଫର କର and
Unless it is.
once it is referred means the amount which is supposed to be disbursed in favor of a genuine person that will be stalled. So until and unless your that delegation is decided, they will not disburse. So now we are asking you a very plain and simple question, that how do you say that over the piece of land which has been acquired, for which compensation has also been determined, you have got any kind of right on that, except that you are staying there, maybe unauthorizedly, or maybe that person has permitted you to stay there. That's all right. Now, we do not know.
The reference court has also to be decided on the basis
My
of
lord.
some document. Show those documents.
If you are
Show
talking-
document to us to prima facie satisfy us.
Like GNIC ଆସିବ କେବେ ଆମର case ଟାକୁ refer କରିଦିଅ ଆମେ we have a right. So it cannot be done. Reference cannot be done in a mechanical manner.
Well, I can produce documents there, my lord, like the bottle.
Produce କରନ୍ତୁ ସେଠି appropriate authority ପାଖରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ this writ petition has been filed by the petitioner so and so with a prayer for so and so. Though the land counsel for the petitioner submitted that the authorities may be directed to dispose of the representation on annexure 4 series and 5 series. But after hearing the land counsel for the petitioner as well as going through the available material on record, we find that the petitioner is unable to substantiate that how he is entitled to get the compensation in respect of the land which is being mentioned under Annexure 3. The land counsel for the permission to withdraw the writ petition to file a better particular by way of representation before the appropriate authority. Accordingly, the writ petition is disposed of as withdrawn. Yes, next.
We're not expressing.
We have, it is made clear that we have not expressed any opinion on the merits of the case. Just
Only if it can be referred, then I can add it evidence, oral as well as document.
yes, item number.
I have to add some oral.
Item number
evidence.
6.
The petitioner's suo motu OEA case was taken up in 78 and stood disposed of in their favor. 15 years thereafter, a person challenged the order. In 93.
One OEA case is pending of 1978.
My lord, it was disposed of in 78. 93 appeal remanded. I have challenged that in 96 in revision. Stood confirmed. Thereafter, my lord, the inquiry and
This is pending or not pending?
pending, my lord.
You take
And
instruction about
one thing, subject to your
the
lordship,
land counsel for the states
the
allotment.
information has to be
The
from 2000.
writ petition has been filed by the petitioners for a direction to the opposite party number 5. That is
5 and 6.
5 and 6. I think.
Yes,
Bifurcation that two.
ठीक है, to dispose of demand OEA case number 2473 of 1978 within a stipulated period of time, affording opportunity of hearing to the parties. Since the OEA case is of the year 1978, let the land counsel for the state obtain instructions regarding the status of first case from the concerned authority. Pre-copy of the order be handed over to the land counsel for the state out of this matter after ensuing some petition. Yes, next.
Item 7.
The land of the petitioner's father and one of his brother were acquired in the year 1995, and your lordship kind come to annex 1.
What is your prayer?
They are to give me the half portion of the compensation amount in lieu of the registration of that land, my lord, because that opposite for 7 and 11, they are not cooperating. That district, my your lordship can come to.
No, you have not filed any application to refer the dispute to appropriate 64.
The dispute, there is no, they have half share, I have half share, my lord.
It's all right, but you are not getting your half share.
No, I am not getting your lordship, I will come to annex 14, my lord. The district compensation advisory committee report. The total land was valued at rupees 72,19,344, my lord. Your lordship, I was present, my lord. Your lordship on 5/24 at page 47, 46 I am reading, my lord. अद्य 5/7/2024 तारीख दिन अधिकृत जाति क्षुद्र जलसेच विभाजन सुपरिटेंडेंट एमआई डिवीजन ढेंकानाल दरखास्त अनुଯାୟୀ तथा जिलापाल अनुगुल मिसकेस नंबर 40 of 2020 आदेश अनुपालन निमंते जिला प्रशासन अधिकृत जाति क्षुद्र जलसेच विभाग सुपरिटेंडेंट एमआई डिवीजन ढेंकानाल नुआगाँर जमीहरा प्रजा श्रीमती धरिसा प्रेजेंट बाय पिटिशनर स्वामी धरणीधर सम्मतरे कांतामला क्षुद्र जलसेच प्रकरण निमंते प्रत्यक्ष जमी क्रय ପାଇଁ ଏକ
कौन है ऑपरेटिव पार्ट को आसन देते हो?
that then this honorable court directed to pay the compensation in Annex 13, my lord. Page 44 you will also kind come to. In pursuance of letter dated, order dated 29/7/2024, Lord's Council of the State has produced the letter.
We dispose of the representation directing the opposite party number to disburse the compensation amount to the accused as per the unanimous decision of the parties within a period. So what happened then?
And then they are not coming to the other co-partners, co-sharers, they are not coming to register their portion of land, thereby unable to pay the compensation. I am ready to register half portion of my share.
But take instruction on this. Look, the writ petition has been filed by the petitioner S.K.Sahoo with a prayer for sworn. The Land Council for the petitioner submits that earlier when the petitioner approved in WPC number 17017 of 2024, the same was disposed of by the order dated 28/2024, and the opposite party number 5, the land acquisition officer Hon'Ble, was directed to disburse the compensation amount for acquisition of land as per unanimous decision of the parties within a period of 3 months from the date of production of the certified copy of the order dated or 28/2024. The Land Council further submits that even though the petitioner produced the certified copy of the order and C is ready to register the land in favor of the
MI division, my letter.
favor of opposite party number
Opposite party number, 5, my 4 and 5.
opposite party number 4 and 5, but the opposite parties number 7 to 11, they are not cooperating, for which the petitioner is unable to get the compensation amount. The Land Council for the state shall obtain instruction in the matter, put up this matter after some addition. Yes.
Item 8.
Yes, Mr. Pradhan.
Item 8, over matter. Similar.
Over matter.
Where is that order?
Similar order, some necessary changes in the constitution.
Correction कर दी चंदी.
Yes, it's kind of not under.
The copy kindly provide.
Copy दियो.
Here is to settle the land after changing the Kishan from jungle Kishan simply.
No, what order we have passed?
Perhaps the one of the writ petition.
We have passed the representation to be considered. That's all right. So it is also similar case. Representation is-
One of the representation, jungle Kishan dog in the representation disposal, that was.
representation dispose of reject कर दियो ना पकी कहीं रखी जंती आपण जो थरे representation file करूचंती आपण जति some party is not entitled to why are you keeping it pending तांकर गोटे आशा रहउची representation dispose of हो किछि काले पाइबे relief so just answer them that you are not entitled to it matter ends there why they would come to this court
in this case also Jati Jangal homestead.
नहीं पर आउटे थिला बदी लॉर्डशिप did not incline for us. I curricular trust my brother was appearing in that case. After
इधर कौन है जी order कौन है
It's Jati Jangal homestead. Representation country.
we dispose of the direct insurance to take a decision on the representation that's all right we have not expressing any opinion
new lordship.
and to communicate the ठीक है उसमें खाली change representation this yes next
Land acquisition matter.
Item 9.
Second round litigation matter.
Hmm.
Can you see 43? The collector passed the order, admitted the fact matter. Case 43, annexed 12 matter. One, two, three. 4 paragraph to 43. In this regard, a joint inquiry has been conducted by the sub-collector Sundargarh, SC and RNB Sundargarh and Tahsildar Hemgi. Perusal of the joint inquiry report reveals that an area of acre 1.50 decimal of land out of Khata number 24 of village Samarpinda has been acquired for Bollinga Tapria road project, but the compensation has been made for an area of acre 0.79 decimal. As such, the landowner are entitled to get the compensation for the remaining acquired land of acre 0.71 decimal. Hence, it is directed to the concerned authorities to disburse the compensation for the remaining area of acquired land.
What
It is
happened then?
My lord,
What happened then?
they have not paid till date, my lord.
Who is supposed to pay the amount?
The collector is supposed to pay.
Collector has directed the concerned authorities.
The land acquisition officer.
The petition has been filed by the petitioners for a direction to the opposite party, the land council submits that, referring to annexure 12, which is the later dated, order dated 20/2/2024 passed by the collector Sundargarh in this case number 71 of 2023, wherein it is indicated as follows. So in this regard to acquisition process for them. This is acquisition process. The land council for the petitioner submits that in spite of such order, the opposite party number three has not made any payment.
Award करना कि payment भी award तभी दे दो नहीं.
Has not made any payment of the compensation amount in respect of the remaining acquired land of acres 71 decimal. Issue notice on the question of admission, indicating therein that the matter shall be disposed of at the stage of admission. Land council for the state accepts notice on behalf of all the opposite party. Extra copy of the petition be served on the land council for the state. Matter will be listed after ensuing summer vacation. Good date de do chari saptah par. Yes.
Item 10.
Phrase admission. It account life imprisonment. Admit call for the trial court record. Deposition copies to be supplied to the land council for the state.
So it's a matter under POCSO. So notices to
Extra copy to be served, notice to be served. So application shall be considered after such and such the date fixed. Land council for the state and confirmation letter regarding service of notice on the public. Yes, next.
Item 11.
This account conviction.
Presumption.
Life imprisonment. Admit call for the trial court records and deposition copy to be supplied, and the interim application so and so shall be considered after receipt of the trial court record. Yes, next.
Item 12.
These are to be considered after receipt of the trial court record, but in the meantime, supply the deposition copies to state council. Yes. Yes, what is this bail application?
Well, it means was a judgment at petitioners and it's appealant hearing. He's been convicted under section 498 and 3021.
Yes. Have you supplied the deposition copies? Paperwork. No, is it a live conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Then how, what is your practice?
That's 3 years.
3 years, how can you be engaged in a life imprisonment? Cannot.
You choose someone with who has a practice of 10 years. Tell the name.
Mr. Pandit.
With
Mr. Pandit.
Devasis Panda. Devasis Panda, since Ayushi Mehta is not having the practice of so and so, in view of so and so, he cannot be engaged as amicus curiae. In her place, Devasis Panda, advocate, is engaged as an amicus curiae. Ayushi Mehta will assist Devasis Panda on that, I think. All right. Yes. Yes.
Item 13.
Please give the name in writing, correctly spelling. Yes, item number 13.
Wait, listen. What should be a filed an interim application as partner?
Yes, so that they keep the 10 years practice on engage career. Yes, Mishra.
Yeah, what should be filed an interim application as father of the appellant has expired.
Just now I have received a copy of
Past year Shraddha ceremony not expired.
State a mang korotila.
Upon.
This is about death of his
When your father died?
12/5/2025. I have given the death report by the Sarpanch.
you do one thing, let him verify. The trial court will verify with the IIC, and if it is found to be correct,
And
you will
grant.
grant, right? Listen, IN number so and so, this is an application for bail on the ground that the father of the appellant died on 12/5/2025, and for performing the obsequious ceremony, the presence of the one is very much necessary. The death certificate, death report of dated 14/5/2025 is also annexed to the interim application. Land Council for the state submits that he has not received instruction on the interim application. Considering the submission made by the Land Council for the respective party, averments taken in the interim application and document annexed thereto, we are inclined to release the petitioner on interim bail for a period of 2 weeks, 2 weeks from the date of release, subject to verification of the factum of death of the father of the petitioner by the London trial court through the inspector in charge of the concerned police station. Terms
20 days.
20 days. Terms and condition is to be fixed by the London trial court. Urgent certified copy. And you are to fix a date so that you file the surrender certificate.
Much obliged.